in the in-game bracket now, in the in-game map, and we have PTSD playing NC. So I'm going to have a look at Battle, which is VOON playing as TR, and see what it's looking at. I'm seeing 6 ESFs and a Galaxy, another Galaxy, and 4 MBTs on the ground. So no Thunderers, no RSL heroes, and in the are you on the Galen tech plant?
I'm going into it. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a bit late on my use.
So
The
I'm
setup
on
I
here
use
and I'm
normally.
seeing 5 vanguards, interesting, and a few
Five,
rivers.
four,
Lots of rivers
three,
though, like probably more
2,
than 2 squads.
1. Match start, match start.
So here is no neutral base. We have 2 bases that have to be defended and have to be captured. There is no neutral base that is going to go through anyway at some point. So it's a big matter on who gets a cap on the other first. And we are seeing mosquitoes dropping people on the A point of Jorikov. VOON is on the point and they are flipping. Is it happening at Rutas? No, it's not. Interesting. PTSD is making the conscious choice of letting VOON getting the point here.
Yeah, but we have a huge air battle in
Yes.
the air.
But right now the point is in favor of VOON, and they will have to sacrifice a lot of rivers to get back on infantry side, because rivers are not going to get back to the point.
Yeah, oh, I can see 2 galaxies from
Oh,
VOON.
those galaxies are going to die if the rivers focus them. They're not getting focused right now, only 1 or 2 rivers. That's not enough to kill galaxies. They're going to be able to drop people, I think. One is dying. And he will be... Oh god, that drop is confusing. It was quite a mess, but the maxis are on the point.
Yeah,
VOON
that's
is
a lot
already
of
getting a
TR
good
on
start in the
point.
match.
Jorikov is a very strong point for to turtle on. Jorikov is a base where the cheese not matter that much comparing to a lot of other bases, and turtling on the point is very strong.
That being said, TR only has 1 squad, they don't have much more. But they have 3 maxis, and I'm not seeing engineers. I'm seeing 1 engineer, but that's about it for now. 2 engineers, okay, that's good enough. But the NC can get in the spawn room. That's a big difference with neutral bases. They can pull Falcon maxis from the spawn room and get into it. And they are trying to push here from the that's the east gate. And 1 max is already dead. Oh, those maxis are unsupported, and that being said, the push is not strong enough. Oh, those mines are doing a really tough job. There isn't a medic alive. VOON doesn't have a medic on the point. Oh, all those maxis are dead and no medics. I mean, there was one, I think, but he died. And that's the end of the capture, I guess. The maxis are going to die at
but
the point.
that's a nice hold of 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's always 2 minutes in the base, and but sadly, I think
that's
also
already
a lot
a
of
good
resources
hold
lost.
from VOON. They now have the momentum. Let's see if they will manage to take advantage of it and pull a nice push from Roothouse.
I think VOON knew that they were never going to win the air battle, so they went full in on infantry. But they were missing half their team there.
Yeah, but they buy time.
Yeah.
They buy
I mean,
time.
it's probably the
No,
best they could pull, and they did as best as they could, and they still managed to get 2 minutes on the cap timer, which is, man, it's pricey. Like, it's something they paid for, but they got it. So now they have time to try and get a capture there. Seems like they set up defensive Sundays, and they are putting vehicles to try and get on the lane. The Vanguards are here though, and they're doing a hard job on all the Sundays, trying to pull. 32 people.
Yeah.
By the way, in Twitch chat we have 3-minute delay, so if we are, if by any mistake we are, if you have any question, we're not going to see them until 3 minutes. I'm seeing a lot of TR in the Roothouse distillery, but the NC are putting up Sundays, so I think it's going to start a cap soon here if they manage to patch and they don't manage to get a pre-cap on a Jorikov again.
Yeah, it seems that PTSD, even if they didn't have that momentum and, on the first cap, they managed to push on the ground with vehicles, and they managed to gain air control. So
And we are
they're in
seeing
a pretty good position just to take a VOON on their back feet and have a clean defense. And now they are capping root house.
yes, I mean Root House has been a good setup and no TR on point. I'm actually surprised they did not even try to turtle inside the point and for as long as possible. They could have tried that, but they were waited a long time. I don't know what TR was. Now they're trying to get to the point, but now NC has maxes on point, and they're not going to be easy to dislodge.
During that time in the air, PTSD is basically camping the air spawn of VOON, being sure to get the air dominance.
Yep, the match right now is rather still. NC is definitely inside, and I'm not seeing any strong push from TR. I think I don't know what the TR is like. We should have. Yeah, they're finally exiting the spawn room, and they're using the best tool they have against the aircraft, which is the Striker, which is a really strong rocket launcher against the SFs. And now they are trying to slowly push, but it's not really coordinated. We have NC outside of the point room without an issue, and they're getting kills one by one.
Yeah, VOON seems pretty much disorganized right now.
We are
that's
seeing
difficult
Maxes
to organize
finally.
a team when you are ground pound like that by enemy air, even if they got the Striker to defend themselves.
The TR is pulling Maxes. Their defensive studies were not very useful, but they were here, getting
Yeah,
killed.
here we go. There is
And
a
here
push
got
coming
the
from
max pull.
second spawn room.
Oh, don't tell me the Vanguards have an angle on that. Oh, no good. That was not far away. They are slowly pushing, but they are getting slowed down by those heavies, and they are not dying, those heavies, and it's an issue. Oh, the flank here on the push is quite complete. Look at that. Oh my god, the amount of maxes they just pulled. And the first, like, half of them are already dead, and we are talking like 8 maxes, and the air armor is slowly but surely killing them. Oh my god, they are retreating. We are seeing 8 maxes retreating. You don't pull 8 maxes at the same time.
Yeah, that's a huge commitment in nanites for little results. Yeah, more people coming from the secondary spawn room.
Yep, I mean there's a lot of people in the building, but they're like, they cannot push. I don't see them managing a push out of that, those heavies. And the maxes are not pushing, like NC is pushing TR. This is not the way it's supposed to be. The air armor are a big issue though, and I think they should do what we've seen in the previous Lanesmash match we had, which was YLBT against, let me guess, it was Team BT and YLBT just pulled a Burstamax on every base just to deny the air as much as possible. And yep, we are seeing the Strikers team working out, and now they are killing the SF slowly but surely, but PTSD has control of the ground too, and they are not going to easily give it to VOON. VOON is being C4'd by the light assault. The maxes are dying. We still have maxes alive, but they're welcomed by the NC maxes too.
Yeah, and there is only 35 seconds remaining on the cap, and I don't see how VOON can go to the cap point in that 30 seconds.
They are going the long way around through the back of the building to the big stairs, but that's not working out. And they have beacon set up. They can try something. Like, they have slowly managed to get a push going, and they are now almost inside the building. They are pushing big small stairs, but there is a bulldog on it, and the small stairs is guarded by 2 NC maxis. So, ouch, not good.
No, and there is already a pre-cap ready on a Beetle
Yep,
stockpile.
it's over. And are we seeing Beetle stockpile being captured?
We got a beacon, we got a... Yes, we got the people on the point.
Yep.
The point is flipping. We saw a very interesting strategy from PTSD here. They totally give up the defense of their base on Jericho. They just played the air and the ground. Just letting VOON taking the point, taking some timer, just don't care, and taking all the control of the map with vehicles and air, and then
defense.
pushing with a very hard push.
The pre-cappers are being pushed by VOON now, and VOON is in control of the point. No, the point is half flip actually, but they are capturing it now. They are struggling to get people on the roof though, where the point is. It's quite a tough battle, but slowly NC is having more people here. VOON is putting maxis again, which I guess if they manage to set up properly with a squad on the point has a chance. At least now he has engineers, but they are going to have a hard time getting to the point here. The engineer is picked up, NC still has the point.
Yeah, a light skirmish on the point right now.
Yeah,
while the two teams are trying to get the control of the base.
I'm seeing the NC maxis coming up in the stairs, and they are going to stay there, I think. So those TR on the roof are not going to be enough. They need to kill that beacon though. Come on, little bit.
Yeah, it looks like the guys from PTSD are everywhere on the base, while VOON is struggling to regroup themselves and have some impact on their pushes.
I see that the Twitch chat is quite active. We have 100 viewers. That's nice. I hope the French accent is not scaring you away. I assure you, we have other French casters that can also talk about Lanesmash with a thick French accent. Do not worry.
Yes, but we can do much worse.
Yes, we can if we want to. I'm sure we have a few people here who are pretty unhappy. Maybe my camera work could also improve. For sure, it's not going to be my English, which is going to get better today. But the lightnings here are quite. I'm not sure what he would try to do, but he tried. Tiara has a good push on the roof, but it's not enough. Like, they have 3 people. They need to put beacons here. Maybe they have beacons above, but I'm not seeing it. They are... Like, the thing they are missing right now is C4. From that roof, you can see what's below, and it's the light assault doing it, but they should have C4 on the medics too. And now the Maxis are still alive.
But surely they managed to. Now they managed.
I mean, they managed to flip the point. I mean, they touched the point. It's better than nothing. They can do something, but they need something against those Maxis.
For now, PTSD is just faster than VOON, and they're just overwhelming the defenders.
Those Thunderers are not going to help VOON trying to push the building here. I mean, they're going to die, I hope so, because the striker team is on it. But NC is once again pushing TR to the spawn room. At least now they have a Cobalt Terrasser. Maybe they can try and get some kills and have. Oh no, the Vanguards are here. The fan points arrived.
Even if that 3 Thunderers are not acting actively on the point right now, they are delaying the counter push of VOON. So Planet is a game of timers. So every second you manage to win against your opponent, every second you manage to keep them away from the point, either win. And the 3 Thunderers are staying alive for a long time. So while the VOON are trying to destroy them, they are not going to the point, and that's a win for the PTSD.
Now the question is, will we go through Beetle Biolab? Now there's 26 minutes left in the match, and this is almost a perfect score from PTSD in terms of timer. Like, they lost maybe 2 minutes resecuring Jericho, but now it's just cap after cap, and they can go after Beetle. And it's not easy capturing a Biolab. It takes some time because you need to defend a lot of points, which the defender can focus all the population on when you have to spread. But it's not going. I see them doing it. Like the question is how fast.
Yeah, there is clearly a difference of level between the teams. And once again, PTSD is training a lot since a bit 1.5 months, maybe 2 months now, and they are training a bit like 3 times a week. So the work is
And it's now time to get inside Beetle.
Yep.
And see what's happening. I see already point flipping. The A point is flipping, which is kind of the point you want to have if you want to secure the spawn room, I guess. First, but oh no, they are on the C and B point, so they're going for the generator and the shield and the SCUs, and maybe the maxis are already waiting small stairs. Lots of engineers and lot of maxis.
that's a biolab, the kingdom of the maxes.
Yep,
And,
they are pushing D point now, so they have 3 points with B, A, and D. So they have, controlling their generator room, all of them to control 3 points who are nearby. And they can get the SCUs in, and if you destroy the SCU, the TR only has 1 spawn room, which is, if I'm correct, the one next to the A point. I'm not sure.
Yes,
No, it's not one.
that.
It's the one between the A point and the banana building. The other one is neutral.
And you were talking about the difficulty to take biolabs. That one particularly because in 24 versus 24, that's a 4-point biolab, which is a lot of points for so not that much people.
VOON is resecuring the A building with maxis indeed, so they can push out. Now the question is, where do they push from? Like, do they try? No, not where do they push to? Do they try and secure the SAU? Do they try and push the jungle? Or do they try and stick to A to delay as much as possible the cap and have a peek at other points? The NC right now is set up to recapture A and get a good spawn camp on the build on the spawn room.
Yeah, they are setting up the classic spawn lock of a biolab.
Well,
People in the jungle to prevent the.
They have to get a solid camp on the other teleporter room, so it's not going to be easy to only, like, possible to only capture, like, spawn the spawn room. I'm going to be able to make full sentences, I swear. This is the 6th match I'm casting today, so I have good excuses.
But yes, as we see, that's not that easy to cap that biolab with 4 points, with only 24 people. But
it seems like VOON is pushing the jungle here, but they are weighted. It's yeah, the support from that max is already almost dead, and that NC max is doing the pretty good job of being the one in front while his support engineers are behind in safety. That max that thing is now dead. That push is over, and now the SU is being overloaded and will explode in 1 minute.
yeah, I know the VOON app, they have a really hard choice. Do they go to the point? Do they go to the SCU?
And they are trying to hold on the A point, and that's not working right now. Oh, that heavy is doing the good job, but now shotguns heavies on the point. And the max is not triggering any rocket launcher hit.
Yeah, as we can see that right now, the guys from VOON are pretty much going one by one. While even if the guys from PTSD are not really regrouped, they are playing together. They are covering all the angles, all the lanes. So even if the guy from VOON managed to breach from one point, let's say they could manage to breach from A, that means all the PTSD team will gather to counter that push really quickly.
I mean, VOON has been able to get a few points flipping, but they never for long. Like, they only have managed to do so because NC cannot be on all 4 points at the same time. And now the SCU is dead, so they are going to be camped in the teleporter, and that's going to be over.
Yeah, no PTSD just have one one shoebox to look at.
I think VOON can still come from the warp gate and pull like a beacon on one of the on the pads, but on the air pads, but that's not going to work. That's going to be seen. And now it's only a minute left until the cap is over. And the camp on the teleporter room is oh, big push to the A point. They're able to do it. There wasn't enough NC here, so good pick on them. There is still a few people on the A point, so it's not going to be over easily.
Yeah, that's a good push. But look how the PTSD are now gathering on the A point.
Oh yes, they
coming
are
from both sides. And locking the VOON, they will not be able to go anywhere else from the A point, and they are delaying the cap, but that will be difficult for them to.
Oh, that NC Max is
try
going
to
to kill
recap.
a lot of people. And he's he quite low in life. He got C4. And NC is slowly getting the point back. Yep, they're good now. What is that infiltrator trying to do?
And here we go, 10 seconds to the cap.
Yep. So we are 20 minutes into the match, so pretty good.
Round in, round in. All contestants, please leave the continent.
All right, let's have a look at the statistics of the match. Whoa, that's a pretty fancy, looking statistic page. I'm going to be able to show you. Wait, let me have a. Wait. Give me a sec. I need to add a source. A browser one. Create a new one. Stats. And we are going to add this. Okay, now you're above and you are able to see the statistics. Okay, so as you can see, 400 kills for PTSD and less than 200 by VOON.
I'm trying to find that Vanguards. Yeah, 4 Vanguards again for PTSD for the opening.
5, 4.
And I'm on the TR side and
1.
I'm not seeing
Round start, round start.
anything because I'm not looking at the right place. I think it's the same setup. Almost no vehicle at all on the ground. And mostly galaxies, repair galaxies. I mean, you might want to have something else here. And mosquitoes. And the airball is... Oh, that galaxy is not going to hold, I'm afraid.
5 Vanguards struggling a bit to start, but they were in the weird position.
Who is getting where? I think PTSD went again for the strong defensive around Root House, and TR is on Jorikov, and I think they just dropped to secure the point, so they are going for the strong defense. And oh my god, Buster Max, get on Jorikov points, you will see those Buster Maxes. And they're just here to kill the SFs. I don't expect them to hold for very long, but they are trying to do the best they can. This is London 1941.
They're their own air, but if the mosquitoes want to get that support from the ground, they need to fly lower.
I mean, it's right now the rivers are just scared away by the maxis, but it's not going to do them any good. PTSD is going with a slow approach, getting the Sundies, I guess, through with the MBTs. Although I'm not seeing any Thunderers on the base, on the road here. Let's have the cinematic shot with low gravity. And I mean, I'm not sure if the amount of resources destroyed here is really useful, but at least they're defending the point for as long as they can. Let's see what's on the point actually. For TR, we have a Panda Max, Nova Buster Max. I think that might be too many Buster Maxes.
Yeah, and that's at least a dozen of rivers alive in the air now. The VOON mosquitoes just pushed into the rivers And the problem is that they get out of the
Yeah,
AA cover from the ground, so they sacrifice themselves to the rivers.
when is PTSD going to push? Like they're getting control of the ground. The vanguards don't have anything to kill, but there isn't any Sanderer here. I'm not seeing any of them, and I'm on NC, so I should be able to see them. And
No, but because there is a lot of rivers still in the air.
that's right. Like the PTSD doesn't have infantry. They have aircraft, and aircraft don't capture points. And the sheer amount of strikers running after those rivers, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I got to look on Jericho for any back cap.
I don't think there's going to be any back cap. I'm not seeing any TR on the lane, actually, on the base actually. VOON has a strong defense on Jericho at least. They are doing what they can to delay the end of the match as much as possible. And PTSD is not doing anything. That their Sundays are getting destroyed. Where's the push?
Jory is a very difficult base to push against a strong defense like that. You don't really have any angle to really to set up a good attack. You're exposed pretty much everywhere.
Do you think a galaxy, like 2 galaxies, would get destroyed before anything could drop them? Because unless, oh, you could do that from the roof, the sky roof. So the Sundays are getting killed one by one.
With that amount of striker, that's difficult to set up something.
We still have 100 viewers here. Oh, hello guys. Are we seeing anything? I mean, the rivers are staying a fair share of distance against the base, away from the base, and we are seeing more Thunderers coming from NC, but not really any way to push for NC right now. They would need to drop on point with maxis, I guess. I mean, if they put Falcon maxis against Buster maxis, it's not going to be even a contest. The ambient teams are trying to get
if the Galaxy managed to go through that air defense.
I mean, they could just drop from the roof, and guess what is on the sky roof? That's not a squad drop, but actually the strikers are able to reach him. But they could be able to just drop and go away without dying, I think. But they will need to pick maxis. And the point is flipping. Oh, did VOON overextended the defense? I mean, the maxis are getting back inside, and those are not Buster Max. That Heavy is going to play his life. And he's even escaped with his life. And now no more Buster Maxis. And with Galaxies, he's able to take control of getting people on the ground now. And they have RSs. Oh god, the moment they're in, there's already RSs and Maxis.
Yeah, and here is
Sundays.
Old Cobalt Sunday coming in.
Oh, now VOON need to have as many people as they can inside that point. And they don't even have a squad. They only have 3 maxis and no 1 engineered, and that's not good enough, and they're all dying already. No, VOON. Where is VOON? Where are the like 18 other people from VOON? It's not even, they don't even have population. NC has overpop here.
Yeah, I can see a beacon, maybe from the secondary spawn.
They might be, but I mean, they still don't have 50% population on the base. Now they are trying to set up a striker team again, kill the rivers who are still in the air, but they are not going to be able to push with that. Where is the population?
I got maybe some people on Galan Southern.
I mean, they still have 3 minutes, so they have plenty of time to try at least one attack before going for a redeploy for defense. I'm not seeing. I'm seeing a lot of strikers on the respawn room, but not a lot outside of that. And no, I mean, let's check the teleporter. Nope. Let's play find the TR soldiers. Where are they? The point is flipping. What? I mean, NC was not on it, so that lone infiltrator got destroyed. I can't see what weapon he was using.
50-50 on the base right now.
Oh, nah, the population for TR is there. I'm seeing Max is being pulled, but the air rammers are here already. The TR Maxes need to push. You cannot shoot the rivers with your anti-infantry weapon when you have heavies pushing you here. And that Max is already alone. Oh, that bulldog harasser. Oh.
Yeah, that's a huge spawn lock from PTSD now.
PTSD has it now. It took them a bit of time on the timer, but I mean they don't care if they end the match in 10, 20 or 30 minutes. They just care about getting the base. At least VOON managed to resist for quite a long time.
Yeah, that I can just regret that VOON being on defensive for so long with a good hold didn't really try to backcap PTSD, because you can't just stay on defensive for all the match. If you don't manage to reverse the momentum and put your opponent on the defensive, they will manage at one point or another to overwhelm you.
I mean, every move that VOON tries to put into this match, PTSD is already one step ahead. Like, they try to push from the teleporter and there's like 3 people on the roof C4ing the maxis and the push. It's a nightmare. It must not be fun at all right now.
Oh no, there certainly is. That's not a good evening for VOON guys.
Oh god.
But I'm surprised they're not contesting the air. They're just contesting with anti-air. The problem is, if you're contesting with the anti-air, that means the rivers, in that case from PTSD, are always trying to search for some ground pound. Even if you don't have a strong air squad, or your air squad is under your opponent, they have to get out. They have to pull ESF to contest the air, because while they are fighting in the air, even if it's for 1 or 2 minutes, that means 1 or 2 minutes to brace without ground pound, and you have to take that time to defend your base. But if you don't contest the air, that means you're always under the threat of the hammer and the hellfire.
And the point is already flipping on Gadan Thousand crossing. We have seen, like, there's already maxes on the point, and VOON, I mean, they should have redeployed when they knew they could not move. Like that push out of the teleporter, when it got destroyed, they should have just left Jorikov, get a good defense on Gadan Thousand, have maxes on point as everything possible. But now, right now, they are the ones who have to push away. Like, they could have tried to slow down and get the PTSD machine on a stop, but no. I mean, now they're trying to have a crawler to shoot from the rooms, but this isn't live play. Like, they have to get the rivers out, and that crawler is not going to die. He's not going to get any kill. Oh, interesting. That light assault got rammed, trying to see for the crawlers.
Yeah, and they absolutely, if VOON wants to defend that base, they absolutely have to destroy that Thunderer just near the double doors.
That Prono is on it. Oh, it's not going to work. Will you try to C4? Ooh, mines? No, not mines.
No,
that was close.
That's a shield Sandy. very tough to destroy.
TR is putting Arasos. Interesting. I would need to see what they are yeah used for, but I think they are struggling to stay alive right now. I'm seeing
And
one.
interesting, the PTSD is using a radar galaxy.
Oh, you mean to spot people coming? Like this is a giant dildo?
Yep. Got
Okay,
that
interesting.
That little radar on the top. Spotting is very important. That's why maybe one of the reasons why we see
Harasser
PTSD
battle.
so quick to react to VOON movements. They know. We have the impression that PTSD know where their opponents are, but just because they really know it, because they have radar. Should have spotters too.
Yeah, you're right.
Information is quite a huge advantage.
It seems like the PSB crew is posting new memes on the chat. The freshest meme brought to you by the PSB crew.
And here again, we are in a spawn lock situation here, and I know it's easy from our position to say that VOON should do something or should act differently, but it's very difficult for them, obviously, because they are ground pounded. I think the morale is not very high, but we're in the kind of situation where the spawn room is not the solution. The solution only can come from outside of the base. You have to try something, maybe a vehicle repull from the previous base, for example, because your spawn room is locked, and now we saw maybe a drop on the galaxy and the sandy, which can be a good option, because right now the spawn room is just locked, and that's over from that angle.
There's one change right now is that VOON is setting up a solid tech point defense. They need more people on the ground on the point right now, but they have a Harasor, they have a Sandy, which is not a combat Sandy, weirdly enough, but at least it's there. And they have a few people, but they need more. PTSD is coming, and I'm not even seeing a squad on the point. Where is VOON? They need to get really fast in the point now. Oh, I'm hearing the Valencia Max is coming. He's going to knock on your door. He's going to have a warm welcome, that's for sure. And he doesn't have any engineer, which might be a mistake here. Yeah, has he realized that he should not be pushing here?
Well, that's a nasty bulldog cobalt setup on that sandy.
Oh, look at that heavy. Sneaking up that small decimator shot on Michael, but not for long. And that Max is now
from the balcony.
there. Dude, it took some time. The push is on the balcony. That RSR is burning. Oh god, the push did not even last. Like the resistance did not even last more than 30 seconds. I'm still seeing TR fighting for it, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold that Max for long. Oh,
Yeah,
the
they
revive
just
from
don't
behind.
have enough people on the point.
And the point is flipping for Nancy now.
The sandy is the sandy is doing great for VOON right now.
Yep, but he's going to have pressure from others. NC pushing from the double stairs now.
He's gonna be surrounded, slowly surrounded.
And he did repairs, that's the issue. I mean, they tried to hold as much as they could. I'm wondering why they did not just have people take, you know, the the glory hole and get on the point as fast as possible after that. But they could have held for a bit longer, at least. Or maybe they try to pull vehicles or something, or we missed something, maybe. Don't want to
People
be
are
negative
still
here.
spawning on this burning Sunderer.
Yeah, that Thunder is a good defensive option. I mean, you can redeploy
Yeah,
on
and
it.
he's still alive.
And the point is not flipping though, there's more NC on the point, and that Max is really close to dying. The TR are doing it, they're retaking the point. That
Yeah, that's
Thunder is full life now.
That's a very good defense from the.
That Sunday pull saved the defense here. Maybe they can get the recapture and get a precap. I'm seeing TR on Gangnam 1000. I mean, also I'm also afraid the Sunday there is going to help for a quick defense, but you know that's not going to help.
Yeah.
But at least
we
they
don't
have managed to get PTSD on the setback again. And I'm seeing a lone TR getting on Gangnam 1000. And I'm also seeing TR NC redeploying on the Thunder.
The cap is the defense is finished on the
No!
Ganon tech plant right now, but the Sandy died. Sadly, that heroic Sandy.
And the lone infiltrator who went to cap the base to flip died, lost his duel against a heavy despite a few good commissar shots.
Oh, there is okay. The point is flipping on the tech plant now, and there is already 3 harassers around the point.
It's like, you know, when
PTSD.
you leave friends at a party for something like a smoke, and everything is fine, and you come back and everything is on fire. This is what happened to me. I left the tech plant and TR was at the recycle of the point, and now we have harasser killing everything, bulldogs exploding everywhere, TR dying.
And the point now fully in control of PTSD.
Oh, interesting. They're trying to pull Sundays in the middle here.
And Liberator from VOON now.
Oh, they're trying to put the harasser, like PTSD trying to put more harassers, but they are receiving a good welcome now. They are not going to go through the stairs. But
Okay,
will VOON be able to put those Sundays and harassers on the stairs? I don't think they will.
And the problem is there a huge mistake from VOON that they didn't destroy the pads on the tech plant.
Oh, I didn't check that. I should have. Like, lots of Sundays are pulling out. That Prowler is getting a few kills, but I don't think he will be able to do that for long. Once the heavies start throwing rockets at them. I think it's a bit overkill. I think they threw more in nanites in tank mines in C4 to kill that Prowler that the Prowler is worth.
Yeah, but right now on NC side, it's pretty euphoric, I think. So maybe they are not very aware of nanites, or but they don't really need it.
I mean, they're trying to get the Arasat through the stairs, so they are trying. I mean, they are not abandoning, and there's still 5 minutes, so there's plenty of options. But at some point, it might be out of the night, I'm afraid. I don't know what to say actually now. It's oh, there also is one. Yeah, he reached the first stairs, but not for long. It seems like Tia tried to push from the elevators, and it did not work. The balcony is not very defended. They could try and push from here. They would definitely need. Oh, I'm seeing. Wait, no, that's a Liberator trying to get shots. No, actually killing the Thunderers who spawned out.
Yeah, but I don't really see any solutions for VOON now, because PTSD is just rotating so fast from the start of the game. They're just rotating so fast to respond on any counterattacks from their opponents. That even if VOON tried to attack from the balcony now, I think before they can get in, they will have at least 10 or 12 people already waiting for them on the balcony.
Wait, is it what I think it is? No, it's below, my bad. I thought there was a harasser, a NC harasser, a TRS or on the gun deck, but no. It was right below. I'm doing very poor camera job today.
If I would have to point out one mistake maybe from PTSD today, maybe that Sunder that was alive for too long time on the point on the defense of the tech, and maybe the only mistake I can see from there that they just execute their game plan really perfectly.
And now we're not seeing a lot of VOON people, more like individuals trying to get angles, but that's not going to work. I think there's two ways they could try here. The first one would be a push through double doors, but they are going to be welcomed. So, oh, they're trying. PTSD is going for the SCU. At least now it's defended, but it's not going to be easy. Strangely enough, they're no, nothing. I thought I mismatched the factions here. I think there was a push from the glory roll, but it failed.
No, that's there is a sandy at the top of it, so
Yeah, it's not going to go through. You need to destroy it, and that's going to cost a lot of nanites and a lot of time, and you are going to be weighted after. It seems like people are fighting on the balcony. Yes, we have a few people.
yeah. And they were welcome with bullets. And as you can see, even if that was a really quick skirmish, there were at least, I'd say, 8 PTSD ready for them. Yeah, harassers were there already, 8 people. 2 Sundays on the point, 3 harassers.
We're seeing a few pushes from double door, but
Yeah.
there's one infiltrator.
Cheesy Lanesmash tournament we have in front of us now.
I think there's one infiltrator on the VOON side who is just trying to get knife skills. I just, you know, I've seen I think in the previous round on the Bay Lab when there was a big push and he was holding his knife rather than his gun. But I'm not sure he got a lot of kills. And we still have a minute left in the match. I mean, for the capture, just the end of the match. They lasted longer than the previous one. There's still 14 minutes left in the match, but that's still 7 more minutes than the first round. So.
Oh, point is flipping.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of NC around it, but someone got near it.
Just the infiltrator trying to
I
get
think they went for
kills.
a balcony push here. Seeing a lot of medics reses, but not a lot of push from the heavy. I'm not sure I would use the minigun. Wait, that's not the minigun, that's the watchman, my bad. They look a bit alike from far.
I didn't play that much in TR, but I was playing the MSWR the other day and just what again?
How can the heavy pull from the doors and not get killed by all the people here? Fireworks actually, I just realized that. And I think the match is over.
Here we are.
That's the end of the match.
Match in. That is match in. Final score 6-0 for PTSD.